What's going on, guys? This is Ed here. I just want to quickly start off the episode by saying sorry for no uploads over the last couple of days. I seem to start every episode with that right now, but I've been currently doing my bedroom out, painting the walls and stuff and making a new setup, so there will be a video for that soon, showing off my new setup. But yeah, welcome to episode 13, I believe this is. Unlucky for some, lucky for others. I don't know where I'm going with this, but we've got a game up against someone. Up against West Ham. I remember this game. As you saw in the last episode, I actually changed a couple of the sliders up. Not too many of them. If you want to check them in the last episode, they were right at the. They were in between the first and second game. I just put like the defensive positioning of the other team up a little bit and the marking up a little bit. But we go into this game with a strong team. Obviously, West Ham have a really strong team. Andre Ayew playing up against his former club Swansea, who was actually our top goal scorer last season. But we're doing this game without him. A really good player. I was so sad to leave him go. But we've got Mo Barrow down at the right wing, so he's a really good player, and I'm sure he can fill in the void there. But West Ham have a good chance here early on. Andy Carroll puts it across, and I think that's Winston Reid at the back post. I really should have done better. I don't even know what he does, but he just messes up that chance completely. And a great ball through from Andre Ayew. Lanzini's 1-on-1 with the keeper, and I never expect him to miss that. He did actually slide, which was a bit of it lulled me into a false sense of security. He slid you. I thought he might scuff the shot, but it's a good finish in the end past Michel Vorm. And 1-0 to West Ham. Like I said, putting the sliders up really does change the game. But Curtis Davis comes so far out here to make a tackle. Plays the ball into Memphis. Now he's 1-on-1 with his defender, Winston Reid. Gets past him easily. It's still Memphis Depay, and he tries putting in a ball to Baston, and it goes out for a corner. Now then, can we do anything from this corner? Sigurdsson to whip it in. It's a good cross in towards the back post, and it's Memphis who gets his head on it and puts it past Darren Raldorf. What did I just say? Past Darren Raldorf. No idea why Adrian wasn't starting in this game. It seems like every team I play, they start their second choice keeper. But there you go, Memphis gets a header for us, which is a bit unusual. But that's his 6th goal of the season. He's been in pretty good form for us. But is West Ham putting on some more pressure? Is Aaron Cresswell down the left wing. Good ball into the back post. And if you asked me to explain what Andy Carroll just did, I'd be years trying to explain, because I don't even know what that was. It came like at an awkward level, but he just chests it. But here's Leroy Fair into Baston. Good chance, and he drags it just wide of the far post. A really good chance for us to take the lead before half-time. But that's how it's going to end for the half-time. 1-1 up against West Ham. Like I said, putting them sliders up does really make it a lot more difficult for me. And yeah, so here's West Ham in the attack. Andy Carroll with a decent effort that actually comes off the crossbar, and a really good save from Michel Vorm. It's a reflex save from Michel Vorm. But on the next attack, we start off slow here. Stephen Kingsley at left back, into Leon Britton, into Leroy Fair. I really like my midfielders just to try and control the tempo of the game. Leon Britton especially is really good for that. But Sigurdsson up to Mo Barrow. A nice little step over inside, and it's still Mo Barrow. Been given a lot of space into Gylfi Sigurdsson, and he'll put it away. Randolph doesn't even dive for it. With half hour left into the game, we take the lead. Sigurdsson has been so good for us this season. I'm not sure what number goal that was. It may pop up in a couple of seconds, but he's been so good on this game for us, like he is in real life. If you look here, Mo Barrow, it's just too easy, and it comes into Sigurdsson, a couple of defenders closing him down, and like I said, Randolph doesn't even go for that. That's actually his 10th goal this season. I'm not sure how many games in. I think this is about a 16th or 17th game in, so a really good return from Sigurdsson. That's why he's on the front of the thumbnail. But like I said, Leon Britton controlling the game into Sigurdsson. Now Leroy Fair, who has also really impressed me, into Baston. We're keeping it slow here, and Sigurdsson will take a pop from range, and it'll actually go in. Gylfi Sigurdsson, definitely my favourite player so far this series. It was Mo Barrow at the start, but I can't even take it away from Sigurdsson. The amount of goals he scored and the amount of good goals. It's Baston into Sigurdsson, and it's a great strike into the bottom left hand corner. 11th goal of the season, and he's flying. Like I said, definitely my favourite player so far this series. But West Ham with a tame effort at the last couple of minutes. Jack Hawke with a good tackle. I always like bringing on Jack Hawke because he's so good defensively. And we get a good chance here. Leroy Fair down into Mo Barrow. He's got the pace. and he'll go for a shot, he'll score. Nice finish from Mo Barrow. I think looking back on that replay now, I probably would have been better off putting that back into Leroy Fair, but he finishes it regardless, so I've got no bad feelings about that. Like I said at the start of the series, I've said like I said about a million times so far this episode, but like I said at the start of the series, Mo Barrow was going to be very important for us, and he has proven that he's not as important as he first was, and as I thought he might be. But nonetheless, he is really good and really impactful down that right hand side. But that's what's going to end. Swansea City 4, West Ham 1. It was actually a tough game in the first half, but as soon as Sigurdsson scored that second goal to push us up 2-1, then it really started getting a bit easier. But we had nothing to do in the menus before this game, so we're going to go straight on to the next game at Bournemouth. We're at home again at the Liberty Stadium, a bit of a nicer weather this time. As you can see here, 18 games played, and we're top of the league by 8 points too. That's a really, really good margin for us to be in. Only 2 losses, but we're up against Bournemouth this time. A really good young team, a lot of English players, and a young manager, Eddie Howe. And as you can see here, I think we pretty much played the same team. If not, we did play the exact same team, it looks like. But yeah, like I said, Bournemouth have got a good young energetic team. They've got some good players like Max Gradle, Jordan Ibe. Matt Ritchie is gone, which is a big loss for them, but they've replaced well. Jack Wilshere coming in would have been a player I'd love to see Swan sign. And Ryan Fraser down the right hand side, I believe he's got a lot of pace, but that's a team we should beat. So going into this game, I was really confident, thinking Bournemouth at home, this should be a game we realistically win in. But as they start off here just passing the ball about, keeping it well, they did this pretty much the whole game. They kept the ball fairly well, but we took the ball off them early on into this, and Sigurdsson plays a good ball down to Barrow, squares up Ake, good bit of play. That should have been a foul there, but it wasn't given. But it's still Mo Barrow into Sigurdsson, and straight away, 3 minutes into this game, Sigurdsson has scored his goal and we're 1-0 up. As soon as that went in, I pretty much thought we cruise into victory here. Mo Barrow, like I said, brilliant bit of play down the right hand side. Ake literally falls at his heels trying to mark him, and it's a good finish by Gylfi Sigurdsson, who has a chance to set up someone here. Good ball into the box, comes into Baston, and it's a good save from Federici. He catches that. He was probably going wide anyway. In fact, it most definitely was going wide, but a good save nonetheless. And a good ball from Britain into Sigurdsson here. Good effort, just narrowly wide of the post. That was actually closer than I thought. But yeah, there weren't much chances in the first half. Second half will start now, but 1-0 up to us. Not much chances, only the 3 I showed you. One of them actually going in from us, but here's a Sermon. Good ball through, and that's a really, really, really good chance for Bournemouth to equalise. But Ake with a good bit of play down the left-hand side into Gosling, and it's a good save from Ball. I didn't expect it to go that fast, but as you can see from these highlights here, Bournemouth absolutely piling on the pressure until we have a chance of our own here. But Montero gives the ball away. It's Harry Arter with a fantastic ball through in the last minute to Benik, and we've squared him up nicely here. Still Benik over to Callum Wilson, and that's heartbreak for the Swans. They actually equalise right at the death of the game. Callum Wilson is such a good player. It was actually the ball from Harry Arter that was a wonderful through ball to Benik, but a nice bit of play from him and a first time shot from Wilson. Could Vaughan have done better, debatably so, but that's it. And as you'll see here, that's actually the end of the game. 1-1 against Bournemouth. It's a pretty disappointing result. Like I said, that's a game I thought we should have won, but regardless, fair play to Bournemouth. They came and give us a good game. But that's going to be this episode summed up, guys. A win and a draw. It's not too bad considering the form I've been on lately. But yeah, thank you all for watching episode 13. There will be a double upload today. I'm going to upload some Infinite Warfare gameplay. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.